Is the A6400 a worth it camera to buy for vlogging? Well, let's talk about it right now. What's up guys, it's your boy Niko from Bols Life, and today we are going to talk about the A6400 and if it is a worth it camera to buy if you are wanting to go into vlogging, mainly vlogging. The A6400 is a great camera. We bought it not just for vlogging per se, because if it's just for vlogging, we already use a vlogging camera in our GoPro Hero 7 Black. So this is a great vlogging camera, but you know, we bought the A6400 because we wanted to go into different things when it comes to our channel, so not just vlogging mainly. But we're not going to talk about those things. We're going to talk about just strictly if you want a vlogging camera. So I listed 5 things that for me personally are essentials for a vlogging camera to have. First up on my list, which is I think all consumer cameras have right now, is image quality. So I think all cameras that come out right now has amazing image quality, even from years back, like the A6000s, the Canon M100s. You know, I think you can't go wrong with any camera today from reputable camera companies. So I think in that aspect, that is easy. The A6400, very great image quality in 4K, even in 1080p. You can't go wrong with this camera. So that's a check for the A6400. All right, so next on my list is stabilization. Now, we came from the GoPro Hero 7 Black, which has great image stabilization, although it's digital, it's not in body. The stabilization doesn't happen in the sensor. Now, the A6400 doesn't have in-body image stabilization. So let's check out the footage that I took for this stabilization test for the A6400. All right, so this is me vlogging on the A6400. It is now currently on the Manfrotto Pixi Mini, and I'm holding it. My elbow's a little bit bent on a 16-50 kit lens, and you will see the shake on this camera. Again, it doesn't have in-body image stabilization. I'm just walking, I'm not running, but so this is the stabilization on this camera. If you need stabilization like, you know, the GH5, which has IBIS, or other cameras with IBIS, then this is not a camera for you. But if you're liking what you're seeing, again, I'm not doing anything crazy. Oh, plus the lens has optical, I don't know what OSS means, but it's image stabilization of the lens. The camera doesn't have a lens, but the kit lens has stabilization, so that helps a bit. Now, having a lens without stabilization is another thing, so maybe I could try that out too. All right, so now we are on the Sigma 16mm 1.4 lens. This lens doesn't have image stabilization, zero stabilization on this lens. So how is it? I mean, does the shake bother you? I can see more shake now than the kit lens earlier. And if this is a deal breaker, then yeah, this might not be the camera for you. For me, I don't mind the shake, especially during vlogging, where I like that raw feeling, you know, as long as it's not, you know, like shake that can make the viewers dizzy, then I don't mind. But for some people, I know some people who doesn't want this, you know, want smooth stabilization. So there, be the judge. All right, so that's the footage, and if you think that you are okay with what you saw with the A6400 with a stabilized lens or a lens without stabilization, then it is a go for you for the A6400. If that's a little bit too shaky, then yeah, you've gotta find another camera with better stabilization. Like I think the Canon M50 has digital stabilization in the camera, no IBIS, or you can go with other Sony full frame cameras, or if you have the budget, the GH5 is, for me, I think, has the greatest in-body image stabilization in the market right now. So next on the list of my requirements for a great vlogging camera is the autofocus. The autofocus of the A6400, I think, is leading the industry. Sony has overtaken Canon when it comes to autofocus. So I used to be a Canon fanboy. The dual pixel autofocus just beat out everyone. But for me, in 2019, Sony just overtook Canon in the autofocus game. I think all the cameras that went out 2019 from Sony just trumps the dual pixel autofocus, the legendary dual pixel autofocus of Canon. Okay, so this is the autofocus test of the A6400. For me, one of the most important things of a vlogging camera is autofocus. So focus on me, and then Basti. Hi Basti. Look here. Locked on Basti. Focus on me. Focus on those things. Back to me. Instant focus. Focus on those things. Back to me. Instant focus. So yeah, the focus of A6400 is great. So I hope you saw the autofocus performance of the A6400. There you go. So again, great autofocus by the A6400. So that's a definite check for autofocus for the A6400. Now, fourth on the list is battery life. If you are someone who doesn't like changing batteries, the A6400 will not be a pleasant camera for you. Battery life on this camera really sucks. So immediately after I bought the camera, I immediately ordered 2 extra batteries because just setting up the camera, like the menu system, drained almost 20% of the initial charge of the battery. So if you don't want to worry about changing batteries during like vlog, especially when you're traveling, if you're a travel vlogger, then I think you gotta look somewhere else with a better battery life, another camera that has better battery life. But if you don't mind switching batteries in between takes, then I guess this is a great camera for you. Now the last point, if this is going to be a good vlogging camera, is audio. Now for me, I don't expect any camera to have great in-body audio, onboard audio. So for me, a requirement of a great vlogging camera is having an input where you can put in a mic. So the A6400 checks that box, and we're gonna see if you're the type who doesn't want to bring an external mic. Let's listen to this test. Alright, so now for the audio test, this is what the A6400 sounds like without an external mic. So for those who are looking for a camera which be the only thing that they will bring, well, probably a tripod, but if you're someone who doesn't want to bring a mic, especially those shotgun mics, then this is how it sounds like if you just use the A6400, just the camera. And now let's listen to the audio with an external mic. Alright, and now this is the audio test with the Boya BY-MM1 shotgun, mini shotgun mic attached to the camera. Of course, this will have a better sounding audio quality than when you use the onboard mic the internal mic of the A6400. Now, if you can live with that sound and you don't want to bring a mic, then, you know, this might be the camera for you. But for me, I always shoot with an external camera, an external microphone, whether it be the Boya or my Saramonic SR-XM1, which is smaller form factor external mic. So there you go. That is the audio test, both on the onboard mic and with an external mic for the A6400. And there you go. Those are the 5 main aspects of a camera for me if you're going to consider buying a vlogging camera. So let's go back to my original question. Is the A6400 worth it if you're looking for a vlogging camera? My answer is, although I own it and I love the camera, probably not if it's going to be used just for vlogging, because the reason why we got the A6400 is we want more flexibility in what we could shoot. So the picture profiles in this camera is great, so we wanted to try a little bit more filmmaking type of videos. So if you're just going into vlogging, I think there are a lot of cheaper options which can still do the job. I mean, if you don't care for 4K, I think the A6000 is one of the more budget-friendly, bang for your buck option if you want to go the Sony route. If you want to go Canon, like Canon M50 is still an amazing camera in 2020. More simple cameras, you can go with A5100 from Sony or the Canon M100 from Canon. I mean, if it's just for vlogging, I'm not recommending the A6400. But if you want, you know, that extra flexibility, quality, the sharpness, because the A6400 has a sensor that is capturing the images in 6K and downsampling it into 4K. So that's a lot of data. That's a lot of image quality inside this camera. So there you go. Thank you for watching our video today. I hope you guys are doing well in this time of crisis. I hope you're keeping safe inside your homes. Just go out if it's really needed. Stay safe, everyone. Stay healthy. And don't forget to subscribe to Bols Live here on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram. And we will see you in our next video. See ya!